a square of turf out and made a small fire using some of the sheep's wool that I found lying around in this area as tinder, with a bit of dried grass, a bit of birch bark, a bit of birch wood. As I said, cut a square of turf. So then when we're finished with this fire, we just scatter around the remains and place the turf back in the square, and back up the Roman steps. One of the most fantastic places in this land. 7 or 8 miles up from the main drag, up through a thin windy road, and you end up at a lake surrounded by mountains. It's like a lake in a great mountain basin. Being fed by this tumbling stream. And then up to the top there of this field in which you can park, there's a walk that starts and goes in that direction where we was on one of our other videos, up to a place called the Roman Steps. A very beautiful area. And we're the only people camping here tonight. Here we go. Took a bit. Next day, fire gone, turf back in place. You do need a fairly decent shovel to do this. Yo! Right, okay then. Four lads have spent the night here last night. Backpacked quite a long way. Off for another long hike today. Carefully shutting the gate. Great stuff. Here's Isaac eating his eel that he caught this morning. His first ever catch. Is that good? Is it good? Well done.
Delicious. I like it. That is busting, isn't it?
Went on Google Images and found an old picture of the Roman steps. Must be going back a good 100 years. Of a bloke in a bowler hat and a big coat walking up the Roman steps. So going back up to that place, see if we can find that exact place where that bloke was walking up the steps and take a photograph there and compare. Fantastic place this is. Some old stone wall in there. Here comes my Pat-Sack troops for today. Isaac, who's proving to be a pretty tenacious sort of kid, and Libby. My little share. Here's Millie. Millie! The dog we got from Bala Lake. Or in local language, Chintegid.
Awake, arise and greet the morning. I know it just keeps right on raining. Let's rise up side by side together and ride right through this stormy weather.
So this is the pathway, the Roman steps supposedly built by the Romans or Celtic people in the Roman times. There's a path from the coast up through the mountains inland. Fantastic place. So who knows how long some of these stones have laid here.
So glad to be with you. So glad to be with you. In whatever we do. You. So glad to be with you. So glad to be with you. In whatever we do. Just keeps right on raining. Let's rise up side by side together as you see and ride right through this stormy weather.
Nearly there. Nice bit of flat, and there we go, the other side, up from the coast, camped up by Clynbuchan, or Cumbican, camped up by Cumbican, and here we are. Yeah, Libby, done another one. we go. Look over there. Top of the Roman steps.
So glad to be with you. So glad to be with you. In whatever we do. Oh, wake our eyes and greet the morning. I know it just keeps right and raining. Let's rise up side by side together and ride right through this stormy weather. You, so glad to be with you. So glad to be with you. In whatever we do. So glad to be with you. So glad to be with you. In whatever